good morning. I'm Christy Casciola with the Global Keto Connection, and today I'm going to be making keto chocolate cookies. The reason that I'm going to be making these today is because later on I'm going to make some keto chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, and I thought that the chocolate cookie would be really good with it. So this is a really simple recipe, really easy to make, really quick, and a whole lot better for you than buying keto processed food that you may order online or get at the store. This is good ingredients and you know what's in your cookies. So here we go. You're going to use a cup of flour, and flour is really expensive here in Switzerland, so I get the husked ground almonds, which works just as good. So you're going to use 1 cup of that. And then 45 grams or 3 tablespoons of butter. And so I will use my scale. You want your butter to be room temperature. So I'm just going to put in little pieces so then that way it will blend or mix, incorporate nicely. And you're just going to do it until you have 45 grams. Again, you can just measure out 3 tablespoons if you want to do it that way. It's the same. This recipe doesn't need any eggs. It is simply almond flour, butter, sweetener, baking powder, and vanilla extract. So, after that we're going to put in our sweetener. It's half a cup of sweetener. I like to mix mine because I just don't like the aftertaste that they tend to have. So I'll mix mine, but you're going to do half a cup of sweetener. So I'm just going to do a couple tablespoons of each of my sweeteners. It can be all granulated, it doesn't make a difference. There's just not very many options here, so I have a granulated and a powdered, and I'll even throw in a liquid. But it comes out to half a cup. So after that, we're going to add our baking powder, and that is half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And to make all that good sweetness come out, just a pinch of pink salt. And I'll have the recipe posted under the video. Okay, so you can mix this by hand, and with the butter, the dough forms. I just don't want my hands in there. But this is your recipe for your basic butter cookie. From this, you can add some lemon and make a lemon cookie, add some cocoa, unsweetened cocoa powder, and make a chocolate cookie, which is what I'm going to be doing. There's a bunch of different ways and flavor combinations that you can do, but this is the basic start of your butter cookie. So you could just mix this, bake this, and have a delicious butter cookie. But I'm going to be adding 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa to make my chocolate cookie. That's 3 tablespoons. And I'm just going to use a silicone spatula to stir this up. And you just mix it, you know, nice and gently. You don't want everything to come flying out of the bowl. But again, you can use your hands if you want to get down in there. I just don't want my hands all chocolatey. And it takes a couple of minutes. while you stir this, and you're just going to keep going until a nice dough forms. So I recently found out that in the United States, the FDA does not prohibit anybody, any manufacturer, from slapping the word keto on a product. So I know a lot of people out there start doing the keto diet and they start looking for everything that says keto to make their life easier. The problem with that is you really need to read ingredients, because there are products out there that say keto on them, but they have ingredients such as wheat and soy, which are inflammatory and not good for you. So you want to steer clear of that and make sure that you really read your ingredients if you're going to be purchasing those items. But I would highly suggest that anything that you want, it's so easy to just make, and you know exactly what ingredients are in your baked goods. And here's the other good thing. I'm going to make these. It's going to come out to a dozen cookies. Each cookie is going to be about 90 calories and 1 carb. And to prevent eating too many at one time, because I know that a lot of people will say, well, I don't want to bake a whole batch of cookies because I'm going to eat them all, or I'll overeat, and I just don't want that. I'm the only one in my house doing keto, and I don't want to be overeating. So here is how you remedy that. Decide how many calories or carbs or what have you that you want to have at one given time. Maybe you want 2 cookies, maybe you want 3 cookies, maybe you want 4 cookies, maybe you want to fit it in to your day. Bag them up separately. Get 4 little bags, 3 cookies each, put them in the freezer. And, you know, keep 1 out at a time. Take them out the day before you may want them. This way, they're put away, you're not being tempted, and you're not eating them all at one time. But you have a baked good available for when you want it. And that's what's important. Don't grab the crap that the rest of the people may have in the household that is not keto, therefore sabotaging yourself. Okay, so here we go. We have that nice dough. See that? That's what you want. You want a uniform dough. So now that we have that, you're going to scoop out 12 1-inch balls onto a cookie sheet. You can use this, but it is slightly bigger, and you could end up with like 10 instead of 12, or you can use a teaspoon. It's completely up to you. We're going to get our cookie sheet. Line it with parchment paper. Bring it over here so you can see it. There we go. So I'm just gonna scoop out just a little 1-inch ball and put that there. You want to preheat your oven for 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. These are going to bake in the oven for 10 minutes. That's all they take. Very chocolatey, very delicious, and I think one of these is going to be just perfect for that cookie dough, that chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream that I am going to be making later. Keto, of course. If you have any requests of any other baked goods or items that you would like myself or Catherine to cook up for you, let us know. We'd be more than happy to make a little something for you, and then you can cook with us. Okay, so I have a little extra, so I'm just going to add it to each of the balls. Seem a little smaller, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, once you have all your balls on your sheet, all your cookie dough balls on your sheet, you are going to then press them a little bit. You can press them with a fork if you want a crisscross pattern, kind of like a peanut butter cookie, or you can just press down a little bit with your hand. So I just do this little press with each one. Super simple, super quick, doesn't stick to my hand. And there you have it. Put it in the oven for 10 minutes. I'll be right back. After 10 minutes, you're going to take your cookies out of the oven and put them on a cooling rack and let them cool completely. And there you have it. Here is the chocolate cookie. That's what it looks like. It is absolutely delicious. Why don't you give it a try? If you bake these cookies and you like them, post a comment, let me know how you liked them, and I will make some more with you later. Thank you.